sweet it is to be loved by you nerds. Or it's like that. It's like this. Which one do I do? I forget. Anyway, what's up? What's up, nerds? It's me, your buddy, pal, HeyArcher. Welcome back to HeyArcher Live here on Nerd Affiliated. So excited for tonight. We have special guests in the house. Of course, you saw that Billy Nichols was going to be on the show. You saw him in the description. You saw him in the title, all that fun stuff. But also, Chris, small brand, leave the S out, is in the house. So we're talking everything. We're talking music. We're talking wrestling. We're talking toys. We're talking the whole shebang. But of course, if you're new here, don't forget, hit the thumbs up down below. Subscribe if you're a guest. If this is your first time on, subscribe, get notified every time we do this live show every single Thursday, except next week because it's Thanksgiving. That aside, every Thursday. But also, if you're listening on your favorite podcast platform, head over to youtube.com/nerdaffiliated and join the conversation. You got a YouTube channel, you got a podcast, you got a blog, a vlog, an OnlyFans, smoke signals, newsletter. Put it in the chat, support one another, plug yo shit. And of course, to all of you, we will cheers to another weekend that is upon us. Because that's what we do here on the show. See everybody coming into the chat. So good to see all of you. Let us know how your weekend's going. More importantly, let us know if you saw Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Don't spoil anything in the chat, please. I did see it, though. No spoilers. We don't do that here at the show. But we have a good time. And if there's anything you want to talk about, of course, let us know in the chat. But, of course, as I say every week, without further ado, we'll bring in the men, the myths, the legends, the brand show, Billy Nichols and Chris Small in the house. Good to see you.
Questionable booking, baby. Questionable booking.
It is questionable. It is questionable, but we make it happen here on the show. Look at that. Tag team champ.
Gold.
Is that what we're doing there? Tag?
No, we're on a questionable booking argument this week. We'll get into that later. But
I like that.
You know who we are. You're seeing us from afar. You're partied with us at the bar. We are the men, the myth. We are the legends. We are those guys who took a word named brand and ended up being a show. It's Billy, it's Chris, and we are the motherfucking brand show.
I debated having you intro the show, but it would have been sacrilegious, so I still waited until
it would have been totally sacrilegious, man. Like, you know, it's even
Thank you, Cleveland. We're here all week. Good night.
The even more sacrilegious part is every time I lean, I'm like going the wrong way. Like I'm looking at myself in reverse, and I'm like, oh, yeah. Chris is there now. I'm a part of. Oh, look, Chris is a whole person now. Whoa.
Actually, yeah.
That's first.
Hilarious.
Oh shit.
Of course, shout out to everybody in the chat. The Legacy of Nerd in the house. Hobbies with Jose in the house.
Oh! Right off the rip, I get Jose.
Jose's already here. He knew you were
here.
He had to be here.
What's up, Jose? Welcome.
Love that. And Legacy saw Black Panther. Actually, did either of you gentlemen happen to see Black Panther?
I have not. I haven't even seen the latest Spider-Man.
That's fair. I mean,
so
it happens.
Steve, so for those of you who aren't familiar with Chris is my co-host on the Brand Show. We air every Tuesday night live, 8 p.m.
I knew this was coming.
Twitch.tv/The Brand Show Live. And for the record, Chris is not a movie guy, and I'm now a part of him, as you can see as I go. Jesus, this is gonna fuck me up all night, man.
It is. I'm off the rails here. I didn't even do my usual. In case anybody doesn't know who you guys are, let them know who you are. But you already kind of said that at the top, and you said kind of some things coming down the pipe. But why don't just a little extra reminder? Where can people find you guys? What do you guys do? Tell us who you are.
You want to tell them, or should I? Wait, I'm looking the wrong way.
Me or, who are you talking to?
Well, you know what? We'll let Smalls. We'll let Small go through that. See, I slipped.
You're fine.
I slipped.
No, you're good. So my name is Chris, a.k.a. Papa Smalls on Twitch, TikTok, and everywhere else inside of the court of jury. I am the best dad on the internet because I left from smoking cigarettes and I came back.
There you go.
Live music photographer, above average and aggressively average gamer and all around professional pain in the ass.
I love that.
And co-host of the brand show, and we'll get to other stuff on that end later on.
There you go. Billy?
I play with toys. I take your girls. I own the world. I'm Billy Nichols. I'm the motherfucking brand. You can find me. Just look up my name and a brand. Look, it's right there. I mean, I've only been here like 7 fucking times.
Yeah,
now.
I know. Just in case, there's always somebody new.
No,
You never know. You gotta.
Just for the record, let me tell you guys the story. I wake up this morning at 7 a.m. Let's preface this. Can I get a da 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 da? So I'm waking up, making
As
my
the
coffee.
world turns.
As the world fucking turns, I'm texting Smalls to give him shit for the morning, and I look down at my phone and I have this message from Steve. Billy, you are the greatest human being who ever lived, and I love you. You are my hero. Will you please be on the brand show tonight? Wait, not the brand show. That's your show. No, I'm just kidding. I got a call from
Absolutely no
Steve.
paraphrasing in that either.
No paraphrasing. Steve asked me to do this, and I was like, yo, like, you could ask me like 8 minutes before the show airs, and I'm going to say yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be there. Just send me a fucking link.
Just send the link.
I mean,
Send location.
that's how I got here today.
That is true.
Just literally, this is the new nerd affiliated network. Just send the link is the hashtag, brother.
Just send the link.
Hashtag just send the link.
And then in
tweet
case
me the deets.
Exactly. Just send details. And then just see, I messed it up somehow.
And hey, it's Yukon Phil. All of a sudden, he
up.
became handsome and Puerto Rican.
We have Billy Nichols here on Instagram. Make sure you give him a follow there, and of course, Chris Small Brand right over here. Their tags are right down below as well. I always hit the wrong button. I keep hitting the wrong button. I don't know what's going on.
And guys, don't forget, if you buy action figures, especially wrestling figures, to support Chris and I, make sure to head over to ringsidecollectibles.com and use code THEBRAND. Save 10%.
There you go. Worked hard for that one. You did work hard for that woman. Finally came.
No, I didn't do shit. We worked hard. I also looked at our TikTok before we came on today, which for some reason is doing really well.
Yeah.
And we passed our follower goal for the week, which we're very excited about.
Oh, you guys set weekly goals? That's good. I like that.
Yeah, we're working like with Chris has been out for the last month, and I've been kind of running everything and just kind of making sure that like the world doesn't fall apart in his absence. Mm-hmm. It's really hard running a company without your co-CEO, plain and simple.
Sure.
But fact of the matter is that we set aggressive goals while Chris is out because we didn't want Chris to come back to the same old bullshit that we started with. We want him to come back to some new bullshit.
I mean, I'm going to be back on my own bullshit, so why not just add to it?
I was going to say, isn't that a song? Like, back on my bullshit?
Oh, yeah.
We literally just went out and bought a porta potty, so that way we could shit anywhere we needed to.
I don't
know what that has to do with anything, but I just wanted to talk about a porta potty. What the fuck? Shut up.
I think we can all three agree that would be a way bigger flex than The Rock having a mobile gym that goes everywhere. It's just having a mobile porta potty.
I don't know, man. Iron Paradise is pretty fucking legendary.
But you can make that porta potty whatever you want. I didn't say it had to be a standard porta potty. You could just freaking, like, Chris could have a freaking record player in there and speakers and stuff, you know?
I would be lying to everyone's face if I said I've been to a recording studio where the vocal booth was not a porta potty.
I don't want to set the world on. Sorry, guys.
They got good reverb, man.
There we go. That's why this show is what it is. I love that.
Man, don't listen to our show if you guys like this show. It's even worse.
Oh yeah, when you keep yourself muted for the first 4 minutes of your intro.
Oh man, last night was a fucking trip. Last night was a trip. Let me tell you.
Well,
it's not a bunch of nerds if something doesn't get fucked up.
That is true. But they're, I don't know if you want to do this now or hold off, but I was gonna say you had some news that you wanted to.
Well, wait a minute. We have some news. All three of us have some news. This isn't just just the brand show. This is the brand show X Nerd affiliated brand.
There you
news,
go,
man.
There you go.
So if Nerd affiliated brand wants to tell them about it, be my guest.
It's all you.
All right, so we announced last night on our show. First of all, shout out to Arif S. Kenshin, our boy Pierce Washington, Saints Row. Last night we announced the guest for episode 9. We don't have an episode until after the holiday, but why don't you pop up that poster, man? For you Ninja Turtle fans, live from Channel 6 fucking News, episode 9, Renee Jacobs, the original April O'Neil, will be joining us December 13th. And that episode is guest hosted by the nerd-affiliated president, CEO, co-CEO, vice president, chief financial officer, guy who doesn't like Robin at Peloton himself, Mr. HeyArcher, Steve Archer, will be joining me as co-host for this episode to talk vintage turtles and all things wonderful in between with Miss Renee Jacobs. I'm beside myself, man. I had Esoteric. We had Czarface 2 weeks ago. Last night we had Pierce Washington from the Saints Row series. Huge, and now I can't believe even without Chris, which really sucks not to have. Without Chris, the show is. Oh, I know.
Exactly.
And, this show just is growing and growing and growing and just being something that is so special to me and to everybody who works on this show. Like, you want to tell them the story about how this all started, or do you want me to tell it? I think you tell it better than I do.
I mean, you're way better.
I think you're talking to him.
Oh, wait, who's
the other
one?
To? That one.
He's talking to.
Oh,
I don't even.
That one.
Everything
this is my right. This is my left now.
So Billy gets out of chemo, farts in front of the nurse.
No, it wasn't
walks
chemo.
out of the room.
It was post-chemo surgery, but
That's what it was. Lets out a fart that awakened his ancestors, and then sends me a single text message that just says "podcast" with a question mark, and I go, I guess. Okay, and now we're here.
There you go. Doesn't get any better than flatulence, I'll tell you that.
And then if you don't remember, we announced it on I think it was like the May 26th episode of Hey Archer. It was like episode 92 or 93 or something like that. Because we're on what, 109 now?
Yep.
I don't even know. What am I on?
127.
120. Okay, so maybe it was like 99 or something like that.
Yeah.
But it was a very exciting night for us, and we're really proud of everything we're doing and the creators that we get to work with. And man, this is a dream come true. I literally get to. Little Billy is like, ah! It's a cool feeling, man. Plain and simple.
So Patrick over here, he brings up a question I actually had, which is, do you think she actually knows like the collector side of TMNT, or are we going to be like annoying fans asking her if she was responsible for the body molds of the April O'Neil figures or something?
There's a picture of her floating around the internet on DeviantArt of her holding up 2 tied up fucking April statues, and it's the funniest thing I've ever seen. I'm sure we're gonna talk something about figures and do you have anything in your collection from your career? She's done a few other things. Like we got a whole last month to get ready for this episode, but I know I'm going to whip some stuff out. I have to ship her a figure to get signed. She's going to sign a figure for me. I have to make another donation to a charity of hers. That was all she asked from us. She's like, hey, can you just make a donation to charity? And I was like, you name the charity. I got you.
Yeah.
And like, I didn't even think about it. It was just like, whatever you want. I don't care. You are fucking amazing. And then after her, we got more TMNT at the beginning of the year. Y'all like, I was kind of perturbed by this last week listening to Yukon Phil talk about Secret of the Ooze wasn't a strong movie. You're insane if you don't think that was a strong movie.
I stand on that hill with him.
I will fucking fight you with a sword and a shield till the day
Phil
I
and
die.
I stand on that hill.
That
1990s is a superior movie, but I will not say that.
Yeah, well,
I will not say that to your guests.
Well, she was on the animated series.
No. The other one that you're
Anyway, my point is this, okay? Sequels are never as good as the original unless it's Halloween 2 or Terminator 2. But the fact of the matter is that was still a fun movie for what it was. Toka and Razor were hilarious. And you know what? The popularity of the Turtles was at an all-time high. And for me, it was cool. It was sad. My good friend James Saito did not get to return as Shredder, but my dear friend Francois Chow, our guest for episode 11, will be in the house at the Brand Show. I will have dates later for you guys, but that is sometime in January. I believe it's January 10th, if I have my dates right.
I have it on my calendar somewhere. Chris, if you could have somebody on the show, who is it?
That is a very loaded question. I'm working on a couple. that Billy knows of. I'm also working on a couple that he does not know of.
Oh.
So I'm working obviously on getting the guys in Mayday on. I'm still working on trying to get Tech on. That might be a while. I'm working on getting Joey Valance and Bray. I'm
Damn.
working
We've been
on.
working on that for a while. I think both of us are talking to Joey Valance and Bray on that one because
Wow.
I
I've
feel like I
been
talk to Joey
working-
every couple days.
I've been working on. Well, I mean, they're in Europe right now on a sold out tour. I'm working on getting Johnny Two Phones on.
Hold on, don't give them everything. Give them one more. Give them a big one.
Well, this is a musician that I showed you because he is an honorary member of the Brand Clan. Echo.
Yep, we're working on Echo too. There's when it comes to the voice actor side, the toy side, all that stuff, I got it covered. When
Yeah.
it comes to music, nobody touches Smalls.
No.
The only coup I have in that is Esoteric.
Yeah.
But
'Cause
that
he gets
was
a
all
voice.
Rebecca. That was but that was all Rebecca. But yeah, we're boys. That's
Yeah.
And last night we announced it. You're not supposed to have me on here as Billy Nichols Brand. I am Czar Bill of himself.
I
No.
fucked up. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, I refuse. You are Billy Bag of Donuts, and I will not take any room for questions.
There you go. So we had you made quite a statement just now when you said that, no sequels as good as the first one. You listed a couple movies that are good. But I was going to say, how do you leave out Winter Soldier? When we're talking
Winter
sequels?
Soldier is not a sequel; it's a storyline.
What are you talking about?
Well, Winter Soldier, the entirety of that movie was a comic book written by Ed Brubaker and Steve Epting, and it was never meant to be a sequel. And you know what? It's honestly, you want my honest opinion? You can't take an origin, and this is a Marvel take. You can't take an origin story and call anything after it a sequel. You have to understand an origin story is an origin story, and a storyline is a storyline. If you think about it in comic book form, you know what I mean? Like, it's not a sequel because it didn't pick up anywhere. Like, it was a different story. Like, 10 years, like, we're like 60 years after Captain America took a dump in the sea and we found him. Great, we found him.
Yeah.
And Tommy Lee Jones somehow didn't show up as Two-Face from Batman and Robin.
That would have
But
been
the fact of the matter is that the Winter Soldier wasn't a sequel. That could have been a standalone movie. Plain and simple. You want to talk about a sequel? Let's talk about Age of Ultron. Let's talk about Infinity War. Let's talk about Endgame. Those are sequels. You want to talk about another sequel? Let's talk about Iron Man 2.
I don't want to talk about Iron Man 2.
Winter Soldier chat could stand on its own.
That's a fact. That is a fact.
And it is, out of all of the Marvel movies, it is I mean, I haven't seen Wakanda Forever yet. I
Disrespectfully disagree.
Sal, you can disrespectfully disagree with me and disinfect your surroundings all you want, but that's beyond the point. The fact of the matter
my
is,
line.
well, no, I saw that on TikTok
That's my
the other
line.
day. Anyway, but the fact of the matter is Winter Soldier could, and you know what, get mad at me. Go ahead. Winter Soldier could be its own movie. It's the best of the Marvel movies, and it's not a 2
That's
because
true.
there's no 2 in the name. It's Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
Interesting.
I mean, Halloween 2 is a sequel. Halloween 3 is a sequel. It's a requel within a sequel within a sequel. But the fact of the matter is Captain Marvel doesn't stand up. Captain Marvel still doesn't have a sequel too. They're doing a movie with all of the Captain Marvels in one movie because literally Brie Larson is that shitty that nobody really wants to see another movie of just her looking like she's about to tell you how women make 30% less than men, and then complaining about how Nissan didn't pay her enough and how she doesn't like Robert Downey Jr. Anyway, controversial takes by Billy Nichols Brand.
Nah, I think
How
did
we get here?
That's just what happens.
We got here because Andor has to exist.
Oh God. Anyway, Chris, best sequel.
Yes.
Best sequel in your brain.
Movies, video game, music. What are we working with here?
That's a great question.
That's a good question.
How about
Because you said
best
sequels are never better than the original. I say, fuck you. SSX Tricky exists.
yes.
Terminator 2 Judgment Day enters the chat.
Yes.
Okay.
But that's
you haven't seen Terminator 2, have you?
Yes, I have. I grew up on the Terminator movies.
good.
You sack of tacos.
Sal, I love you and you know it.
So musically, then, what's the best music sequel?
I would have to say, I mean, I feel like I have to say, going from Ride the Lightning to Master of Puppets.
For some reason I was thinking it was gonna be Metallica.
But
I'm not mad at it.
you could also make the argument for um, self-titled to Iowa with Slipknot.
Mm.
You could do that with Megadeth too, actually.
I
mean, Megadeth is your thing. I've never been big on them.
Really? That's interesting.
They never hit me until like as of recently, like going back and listening to Rust in Peace or Euthanasia or any of those. Rust in Peace is one of the best thrash metal albums of all time. But
absolutely,
for me,
no, it is the greatest thrash metal album of all time. But
okay, Injustice for All has entered the chat.
Hanger. Wait, excuse me.
Injustice for All has entered the chat.
Hanger 18 is one of the best.
Blackened.
Okay, Blackened.
Dyer's Eve.
Okay, congratulations.
Dyer's Eve is pretty hard.
Rust in Peace still entered the chat.
Leper Messiah. Disposable Heroes.
Great.
Oh man.
I'm sorry, but Metallica at this point in my life, I love Metallica, but it's like, I hate to say it, Stranger Things has ruined Metallica for me.
That's fair. Oh,
look!
That's everything.
Every fucking cosplayer at every show.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's introducing it to a newer generation.
No, it's not introducing it to a newer generation. It's introducing it to a generation who sees one thing and becomes obsessed with it.
Yeah, and it's introducing
but listens to nothing else.
The same thing
with
comics.
Hey, whoa! I had the same thing with what?
Comics.
You had the same thing with comics and toys. You're introduced to one aspect of it, you obsess over it, and then you grow from it and find other shit.
But here's the difference. I grow from it. Okay, cosplayer theory here. I've never read a comic book. I saw a movie. Let me obsess over this for the next 20 years of my life. And see nothing else of it.
It's been 8 months. Not even.
Tense.
So
relaxed.
So what I will say, this is one of the cases
we're arguing tonight.
I love it. This is one of the cases where I used to be.
Wow, Sal, wait. Whoa. Sal just came in with the most odd take in the history of the universe.
Wow.
And Justice for All is my...
I need the soundbite. I need the soundbite.
How do you put
fired?
How do you put Saint Anger over fucking Injustice?
That's what I'm saying.
Don't get me wrong.
Okay,
Justice for All is a top 5 album of all time.
I have words. Saint Anger gets unjustifiably shit on.
But you can't say Saint Anger is a better album than Injustice.
No, I can't. That's fine. You can cover your microphone. I'm gonna talk my shit, bitch.
Speak your truth.
Saint Anger gets unjustifiably shit on.
I will give you that.
No, it's a great album, but it's not better than Justice for All.
No, it's not. I'm not saying it is at all. It is 5th or 6th in their discography for me. Yes, their Snap Drum sound is like an empty beer keg, but you also have to realize, if you don't know the history of the band and what that band was going through at the time, it was effectively like recording on the set of Jerry Springer.
Yeah, it was.
They all wanted to eat each other's organs and beat each other to death.
I saw some kind of monster. Hey, listen, Lars Ulrich was searching for donuts during that.
Yeah,
busy
and he said everything sounded kind of stock.
Yeah.
No, and he was right, because Reload had like 2 good songs.
Reload's good. I like Reload and Load. I
do too, but
there's like that take out there that it's like it should have just been one load.
I mean, yeah, I think one load would have been good. Like, Take Memory Remains. Forgiven.
No, it's just his line of it should have been one load. Do you know what the cover art actually is on that album?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. Do you not know, Billy?
I thought it was Fire all these years.
No.
Some people may call it that.
Just ruined my night. Go ahead.
If you met with a woman named Cinnamon on a Sunday night after a street at the strip club, it might be Fire.
Yeah.
It's a biology project under plexiglass.
Yes.
Really?
Yep.
That's pretty fucking cool.
That's why
what's
it's
the biology project?
No, it's not. Well,
it's the name.
The name is what it is.
Yeah. Yes.
It's that and blood under plexiglass and a microscope.
Yeah.
I was today years old when I found that out.
Yeah.
Yep. That was the whole joke, is that load is a load because it literally is a load.
Yeah.
But I liked it. I did a
What's
lot
the-
of karaoke in bands in middle school with that
So
album.
anyway, my concern now is that Sal is going to talk about what was the album Megadeth had after Cryptic Writings? I forget the name of it because it's that bad. Risk. Sal's going to tell me Risk is his favorite Megadeth album of all time. And I'm gonna
It's
cry.
not bad.
No, it's got some good tunes, but like it's not even top 10 for me. Like, it's
Well, I mean, yeah, when you have
Euthana-
85 fucking albums out.
Yeah.
but for
And
me,
you
it's
don't change their
Euthanasia.
sound.
Euthanasia, Peace Sells Who's Buying. Oh God, what was the one that had 99
Rust
Ways
in
to
Peace.
Die? Rust in Peace is up there, but no, 99 Ways to Die was Hidden Treasures. And then Cryptic Writings is 5 for me.
I liked
Cryptic
13
Writings was my
back
first
when that came out in like 07.
good record. Yeah, Super Collider was good too, but the thing about Megadeth though is like it's been a whirly dervish of bands. Like for me, if it's not Nick Menza or Gar Samuel or Chris Poland or Marty Friedman, and the Marty Friedman era especially is what hooked me so hard on Megadeth.
Yeah.
But that also happened when Robert Trujillo entered into Metallica. I fell in love all over again because I love Suicidal Tendencies.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, why did we not discuss probably the greatest sequel of all time, going from Metal Magic to Cowboys from Hell? I mean,
because fuck Phil Ensemble, that's why.
I think we
We
talked
talked
about
about this last time. Also,
think, yeah.
Pantera just announced, along with the Metallica pop figures, there's now a Pantera, there's a Dio,
Yep.
and then there's, I think, a Def Leppard one they're doing.
Def Leppard,
Okay,
I think was out. Maybe
So
those Kiss.
hot take about fucking Pantera.
Yep.
They're the most overrated band of all time,
That's
besides Kiss.
I might give you
used
that.
to be a
I might
huge-
give you Kiss.
I used to be a huge Pantera fan. I've seen them 5 times.
Yep.
I just Phil Ensemble has ruined, and I'm moody unlike Smalls.
Right.
Smalls is the calmer head of the two of us. I will always tell you that. And
He's
I
the
will
ball
always
of
be honest
sunshine.
about that.
Oh, shit.
But I will tell you, Phil Ensemble, every time he opens his mouth, reminds me of CM Punk. I just want to throw up because he sounds like fucking Karen. I'd like to speak to your manager because whiskey and weed and goddamn electric and Pantera's back without the fucking bass of the band.
I mean, that song is pretty good though.
So it's
You
Phil
got that whole
Ensemble-
analogy fucked up. The bass player is one of the only original members left.
Yeah.
No, yeah, Rex and Phil Ensemble are all that's left. How
Yeah.
do you have a band without you have one of the greatest guitar players in all time in Dimebag Darrell and one of the most well-known storied drummers in Vinnie Paul, but you're going to tour like it's like the Misfits going on tour without Glenn Danzig. It was good, but it's not the Misfits. It's the new Misfits.
No,
it's not the
it's not.
original
That's the
Misfits.
But I
It's
think
Like
not.
if it was like Graves era Misfits was good, Danzig era Misfits was the best.
Go ahead, Chris. You used to say something.
No, I was just gonna say, so like me and Steve talked about this the last time I was on here, with the whole like reunion tour and everything, and now it's a couple of select dates on big festivals internationally, but you do have the 2 best replacements you could possibly get for Dime and for Vinny. You have Zach Wilde, which everyone saw coming light years away, even though I'm not a fan of him.
I can't stand them either.
And then you have Charlie Bennett of Anthrax on drums.
Oh, Charlie's great. Love him, but no. Like it's just not like I've
No,
seen
I agree with you. It's still not Pantera.
Yeah, I don't think
It
anybody
is-
would say it was
it's-
Pantera.
like
it's
you
still-
expect
It's a tribute band.
Yes.
It's
Yeah,
a high production
you-
tribute band.
Yeah.
you expect a rotating door with Megadeth. Megadeth is not Megadeth anymore because, well, first of all, fuck David Ellefson.
Yeah.
But it's not Megadeth unless it's David Ellefson and David Mustaine. So whatever that is now is it's a shell of its former self. And yeah, you're getting those young fans who want to see Dave Mustaine play Sweating Bullets or a Trust or 99 Ways to Die or Angry Again live. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I would love to go see them again just to meet Dave again because Dave is one of my heroes.
Yeah.
But that's not Megadeth. They should call it Dave Mustaine and the Megadeth Experience.
But I mean,
So you mean what Slayer did until they called it quits?
yeah.
What without Kerry King? Yeah, that was garbage.
No, without Kerry.
no,
King,
without Tom-
Dave.
Without Dave.
Lombardo.
Yeah, because Dave was touring with the original Misfits, which made
And now
sense.
Suicidal Tendencies.
Yeah, but Dave Lombardo also, if you remember, before Dr. Chud came into the Misfits, he he fucking whatchamacallit, he auditioned and they didn't pick him. They picked Chud over him, which was a stupid mistake. Because Chud's not a great drummer.
And now he does session work with them whenever they go on tour. They do a one-off. Like they have a thing in Jersey, I think, this Halloween.
Yeah, and then Eric Arce just did Jerry's solo album with Jerry Other and Des Cadena. So the third era Misfits, as I call them, which was always a fun live show when they did Land of the Dead, Twilight of the Dead, Zombie Girl, all that stuff, that newer stuff with Jerry singing. And don't ever hate on Jerry singing. He worked really fucking hard for that. And I respect that man tremendously. Trying to get him on the show, actually. That's gonna be a hard sell. He's tough to get. He's always busy.
Yeah.
But he also has an 8-year-old daughter at his age, which is weird. But I said to him, I was like, "You want to do the show?" He's like, "I don't know what I got for time, Bill. I don't know what I got for time." Now, mind you, I've known Jerry my whole life, but that guy worked so hard to be a vocalist. And yeah, what a good fucking record he put out when they did it live, when he did a lot of the old stuff. And I'm just glad him and Glenn made up, because they're both sweethearts. I don't care what anybody says about Danzig. He's always been a sweetheart to me every time I've seen him.
I love that we went into this going to talk Marvel toy collecting and just rabbit hole of
Blast
music.
it out on music.
That's why this is such a good
This is what happens when you invite me places.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, listen, I will give Smalls a lot of credit. This is his expertise. This is his passion. He is, I will say this, one of the hardest working men in the room. Dude goes out of his way to be a savant in his field, legitimately. Yeah, don't get me wrong, I know toys, but what I know about toys is literally an eighth of what he knows about music.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's the thing about music. What?
That is objectively fucking incorrect.
I don't know. You know a lot about music.
Like, I know, but I could literally point at a toy that's in the background shot of a background shot of that background shot, main shot. And he'd be like, "Oh yeah, here's that entire character's canon story."
Well, guys, if you missed
like the gaff guy, it's a gaff tape layer for Halloween 3. He's got a wife, kids, and three uncles he's putting through college.
Yeah,
and they're all named Bill. Like, he knows all of this shit randomly.
Well, I mean, we proved that on episode 7 with Esoteric. That was fun. Esoteric quizzing me on old figures, man. That was, I know a lot about toys, but it's literally like an eighth of what you know about music, for real.
Well, I mean, fusing the two together, I think I showed this last week, but I mean, I've got a lot on pre-orders in the toy world. Bunch of stuff.
And I owe you money.
Bunch of stuff is shipping. Don't worry, I'm not going to show up with a baseball bat. But
I only owe you like $100, man. Come on now.
I mean, it's probably a little bit more than that, but it's fine. There is one
get a
thing.
Soft wiffle ball bat and dip it in water.
There you go.
Cold water. Cold water.
Yes. There's
Freeze
one.
it overnight before.
There is one pre-order that mixes our worlds. I'm waiting for, and that is, of course, my Lemmy. I need that Lemmy figure to show up yesterday. I'm all for it.
Why did you pre-order it knowing I could get you one after the pre-order?
Because I was excited. I just want to get it.
Well,
can we talk about how Motorhead performed in the metaverse for Ozfest last week?
What?
That's pretty cool, but weird at the same time.
It was so bad. It was awful.
Why? Why was that?
They're doing
why
that
was
with
that
Biggie
allowed?
Smalls too.
They had a virtual Ozfest. Yeah, that was announced today too. There was a virtual Ozfest in the metaverse with Ozzy Osbourne, Motorhead, and I'm pretty sure like Blind Guardian or something. And it was terrible. It literally looked like the Sims customization screen for 3 hours. With like a compressed MP3 playing. It was bad.
I'm going to be a boomer here.
Absolutely.
And just say, where is the metaverse? Where could I even watch that? Because all I know is
get one of those expensive headsets and be bougie.
Oh my God, really?
So,
or go to Best Buy and look through all the shelf display fridges and look for a Narnia.
There's also that too. But can we talk about how much of a hypocrite I am for a minute talking about toys for a second?
Oh, by all means.
Oh, please.
Yeah.
This is
an opportunity to shit on you. Absolutely.
I'm gonna preface this as Steve Archer's fault, and there's a TikTok where I actually tell him I'm sending him an invoice.
Yeah.
I know I've shit on Hasbro a lot lately. Like literally, like I just let my butthole just fall out all over Hasbro's front doorstep. And here I am being the sucker I am, and I finished this today.
Before I even let you get down on that, on your hands and knees in honor of the Hasbro gods, I do want to point out here, I don't know if anybody can see this. Oh, I won't show it because it's the folder. Damn. I was going to show the folder of the video with all my reference photos and stuff of you just shitting on Hasbro for 45 minutes in an unboxing video. I was going to show the world, but I can't show them now. Apparently, this app won't show my Windows.
I will say it openly. I'm very impressed with like some of the improvements Hasbro has made to their figures. The boxes are still the dumbest shit in the history of the universe, plain and simple.
Yeah.
But my buddy Mike Archibald hooked me up here on Bonebreaker.
That's dope.
Gave me this and hooked me up with this as a gift, as a thank you, because I did him a favor. I was like, wow, man, this is cool.
That's pretty cool.
What it cost you to like finish this? He was like, oh, $95. I'm like, what? But I used to love Bonebreaker in the comic books. He's one of my favorite X-Men Morlock characters.
Yep.
And I'm actually impressed with this figure. The one thing I would have really liked was rolling treads. You know, that would have been kind of cool. But
you know what's weird? I assumed that they did roll. Like, why would it not? That just sounds...
I mean, I don't know,
because
but
it'd be $195.
can we talk about how they finally did a good Havoc figure too?
Yeah, that's a good one.
And that Spider-Man 2-pack you browbeat me into buying because you said I needed it with pinless joints and articulated feet, and Moon Knight has articulated feet and fucking pinless joints too.
But you know, even on the box thing, like, you know, they can go back to having plastic if they give us stuff like this, because I don't want to throw this box out. There's nothing in it. I ain't tossing this. I ain't tossing this at all. But I would love to open it and show. Yeah, it'd be great to just open it and see the figures. Like, we wouldn't throw out that plastic. That plastic would stay in our lives forever. Like the G.I. Joe figures. All my G.I. Joe boxes, they're still there because the box art is dope. I'm not throwing it out.
So let's talk about this. Have you seen the new Iron Man figure that they just came out with?
Oh, yeah, I've seen that in the store.
This figure, beyond the fact that it's not metal, rivals the Mezco Iron Man. You want my honest opinion about that? About this Iron Man? Like, I have the Mezco ones they've done.
Yeah.
You know what? Fuck it. 1, 2, 3, unbox.
Bam. Look at that.
Let's get this out and show you why I'm so stoked about this figure. So what really impressed
ad-lib live.
So what really impressed me about this figure, and chat, I'll show you. This is the first time I've seen an Iron Man Marvel Legend.
What was that sound?
That was actually the plastic, just like moving.
That's just hip.
Sorry. But this is the first time I've seen an Iron Man figure that has pinless joints. And it's like actually like double articulated, like it should, like an Iron Man figure always should be.
Yeah.
Like good tight joints on this figure. I'm really impressed. I'm like, ooh, I can't find the camera, sorry.
Yeah.
But it's an amazing figure. Like I really sat down and thought about this, and then I had a credit with Amazon, and I just blew $200 on Marvel Legends. Now, mind you, I also asked Steve if he needed anything. Oh yeah, I bought that Venom 3-pack too.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of a repaint of the old Space Venom Build-A-Figure Venom with new head sculpts, and that Eddie Brock head sculpt is amazing.
Yeah.
But what I really like about this is especially because they did this, I'm assuming this means when we get that Marvel vs. Capcom Retro Iron Man and War Machine, they're going to have that the full articulation, so I can go superior attack. I'm really excited about that.
So that's what Patrick here is talking about. Like, it should be here in 2 days. He has that on pre-order.
Pre-order. I gotta buy Apocalypse first, but I gotta buy that too.
Yeah, that Apocalypse does look good.
The Retro Apocalypse is sexy.
Yeah.
And I used to give you shit for spending $200 on toys, but I'm the same way now with records, and I can't even say anything.
It's weird, right? Like, you're just like, I'm gonna spend this money on this thing. I'm gonna enjoy it for a bit, and then
it's now my goal to just complete discographies on vinyl.
Yeah. So if I wanted to get into records, right?
Mm.
Not that I am, because I already have too many hobbies that I'm dumping money into. But if I was to get into vinyl, what would be the record player that I should start with? Like, do you have one that I assume you would know
Wait, Smalls, let me take this one. Fisher Price, my first record player.
Boo!
I got a boo, yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes when you speak, Billy, there are not words that exist in our language that describe my urge to beat you to death with a fish.
I love you, Smalls.
I love me too.
You cock.
No, but I mean, there's a couple of good starting ones. You don't need anything crazy. I mean, eventually, if you get into it, you go and get like your Audio Technicas, your Macintosh turntables, the big speakers, the preamps, and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But you can get like a simple like $100 Audio Technica with like built-in speakers, Victrola, which is what we actually have here in the living room at the apartment.
Mm-hmm.
It does like Bluetooth, vinyl, CD, cassette deck. It digitizes music as
Damn.
well.
Wow.
And those are like $90 at Best Buy.
Oh wow. Okay.
That's it?
But like my turntable doesn't even work. So I can't even listen to my records. They're literally just there as collector's items.
It's even funnier since this fucking chat hates Halloween Ends. This asshole bought me the Halloween Ends soundtrack on vinyl.
Hey, man, it's limited to 300 pressings. Be grateful.
It's a beautiful record. I'm very thankful.
I think that whenever Halloween Ends comes up, it shouldn't be that we all hate Halloween Ends. It should just be like you should point out you are the only person that likes Halloween Ends.
No, you all hate it.
I haven't even seen it, and I'm like, wow, people really hate this movie.
You will all Halloween 3 that movie someday because that's what you all do.
I mean, you're
like
not
everybody
wrong.
likes everybody likes Halloween 3 now, right?
I mean, everybody likes the prequels now too.
I still don't like the prequels.
People said the same thing about the new Slipknot record, and it's already people are turning around on it.
Thank you for listening to the show, everybody. It's time to end it.
I mean, hey, listen, I like certain elements of the prequels.
Yeah, for sure.
I haven't heard the new Slipknot record yet, but a couple people I know have said that it's very good.
It's different, like because it's their last.
There's nothing wrong with that.
It's their last record on Roadrunner Records.
Oh.
It opens up with a ballad.
That's cool.
And it takes a lot of turns, but it has a lot of good stuff on it. I have some friends of mine that like despise it, saying it's like the worst record of the year.
Wow.
And then like the magazine that I shoot for, ghostcultmag.com, gave it a 9 out of 10.
Yeah,
because
it
it's
was
exploring different
risky.
avenues. It's they're saying goodbye to the record label that put them on back in 1997.
Yeah.
I mean, do you remember when the first time you heard Wait and Bleed on the radio? Holy shit. It was a breath of fresh air.
It was scary.
The first Slipknot song scary. I ever heard was actually, here's a fucking throwback for you today this week. I had a demo disc that I got in a PlayStation Network magazine for PS2 that had War of the Monsters.
Whoa.
I Ninja.
Damn.
And Amplitude. And
Damn.
Amplitude
I feel
had
old.
The Amplitude had the song I Am Hated, which was a hidden track off of their self-titled, and I thought, what the hell am I listening to?
Yeah.
I need more of this. That was my introduction.
Was that the music one? Like, there's like the track, and you're like Guitar Hero before Guitar Hero.
Yeah, you were like the N64 controller, and you had like 3 dots that you had to hit.
Yes.
And each track was an instrument.
Yep.
I wore that disc out for that game. That and I love that. I want a remaster of iNinja. I'm gonna jump off my soapbox now.
I'll second that.
Yeah. It's funny, you just reminded me that I used to love playing MTV Music Maker. I forgot that was a
great game.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
There's a new game like that out. It's called
GarageBand.
What the hell is it? No.
Sorry.
Oddly enough, though, about GarageBand, one of the better hip hop records of the year, Lupe Fiasco's Drill Music in Zion, entirely produced within stock GarageBand on a MacBook.
Hey, speaking of Lupe Fiasco, he did a thing in Boston last night with Esoteric.
I saw that they were doing an MC battle with Red Bull.
Yeah, and Esoteric DJ'd it.
I saw.
That was cool as fuck.
Yeah.
That's the
I'm
thing.
supposed to be shooting a show tonight in Lowell.
Things
Ask
just
me for gas money.
that's the thing with freaking.
It's not
And to
even that.
babysit.
It's a
And to
matter of
babysit.
having a
And to
babysitter.
babysit. And to
I
babysit.
wouldn't put that on you on a school night.
No, that's true.
I wouldn't put that on you on a school night.
That's the thing with Boston. Boston, I don't think gets enough, and it's tough coming from a New Yorker here, but I don't think Boston gets enough credit for the music scene in like random ass shows just happening in these random ass towns. That's like super talented artists going there, not just some randos. But even the randos end up being freaking amazing artists. You know, like I think Boston needs more respect on the music side.
There used to be a band from Manchester. They had this song called "Hit the Ground." I forget their name. Smalls probably knows who they are.
Drowning Pool?
No, it wasn't. Drowning Pool's from Manchester?
No, I was making a joke about let the bodies hit the floor.
Yeah.
Oh no. It was oh god, man, I can't remember. But there was also a band called Crown Vic from Manchester that was really good.
Yep.
So the New England music scene is better than everybody gives it credit for. It's bullshit. Like Esoteric is a top 5 all-time MC, and he doesn't get the credit he deserves.
I actually just saw. Let me actually pull it up. I had a thing on Facebook Memories actually come up yesterday.
Also, while he's doing that, how cool is this?
That's dope.
So
I
sick.
love how they keep reusing that same smoke.
Yeah, from
screen.
Ironheart. It's fantastic. You know, Steve, we're gonna have to do a sideshow called the Marvel Legends Hey brand show.
Yeah.
Legacy of Nerd. Yes, they did give us new
Or
kids
brand
on the
brand affiliate.
They also gave us Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch.
Yep.
Bobby Brown.
Bobby Brown.
Brown's from Boston. Yep. Hey, the greatest theme song in the history of movies, Take Control, Ghostbusters.
Yep.
Oh, you mentioned that yesterday.
Yeah, I'm surprised me and Kitchen didn't break out singing it. You got to. That's another guy you got to have on your show.
You
Talking
got a
to
whole
people
list of people.
Bro, I want to introduce you to the universe because you deserve to be. Like, the world needs to, like, guys, do you guys know the story of how Steve and I met? Like, and I tell this story with pride that a fan became a friend. Like, it's really cool that, like, he reached out to me and told me how much he loved my work, and we started bullshitting, and here we are. And it's like, I want to see Nerd Affiliated on the moon because of it. Like, I'm that proud to watch my friend do his thing and always be here to help him whenever he needs it. I don't care that I slept 3 hours last night, and Smalls and I have probably had 3 of the roughest weeks of our lives. We're here for Steve because we love Steve.
That's fair.
And that is the coolest shit in the history of the universe, being able to do that.
So, 2 things I want to jump on to here in the comments. 1, clam chowder fucks.
Yeah, hey, wait.
As long as you don't get it from the Lexus December to Remember sales event.
You beat me to it, you fuck!
I airdropped that to 3 random people in my apartment building, and I collectively heard, what the fuck?
Where did you get that?
The wonderful wastelands of my friend's Twitter.
So that was a great meme, just for the record, guys. Bang Camaro is amazing too.
That's the other thing I wanted to jump on was Bang Camaro.
Bang Camaro slaps, man.
They're from Boston. Freeze Pop is also from Boston.
Yep.
There's a lot of bands from Boston.
Benzemo's from Boston. Aerosmith, obviously. New Kids on the Block.
Yep.
Bury Your Fucking Dead.
DJ 7L. Yep. Bury Your Dead.
7L.
Yep. We have
4 Years Strong, Kill Switch, Shadows Fall, Unearth.
Yeah. Hey, here's the good thing though.
Lot.
Tekashi, as much as I love him, Tekashi 6ix9ine is not from Boston, so that's a good thing.
The fact that you said you actually enjoy his music makes me want to quit the brand show.
I like one song, Shut Up.
You do realize what he was in jail for, right?
Well, he's a rat. Yeah, it's funny.
No, that's not why he was originally.
Oh, wait. Are you talking about the other thing?
Yeah.
Let's not bring it up because he doesn't deserve.
Yeah.
No. We don't need to talk about that here.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right. Well, now he's on my shit list.
There you go. I forgot all about that.
He's been on my shit list.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You're on my shit.
But yes, I saw Bang Camaro. She was still asleep. Okay. I saw Bang Camaro upstairs at the Middle East when Guitar Hero 2 came out. And there was 4 guitar players, 2 bassists, a drummer, and they came with 17 vocalists. And then they brought and they just grabbed an extra 30 people out of the audience and said, "Here's a microphone, sing."
Just so everybody knows, the upstairs at Middle East is not. It's a venue in Cambridge. There's 2 floors. Downstairs is the actual like concert area with like a big like pit area. They have a stage.
It's like an actual venue.
An actual venue. Upstairs is not.
Upstairs is
that's
a
where spoken
stand-up
word
comedy.
happens. Yeah,
Yeah, that's where it's where slam poetry happens on Sunday afternoons.
Yeah.
That's where in 2016 when that girl was screaming no out in front of the White House, she went after Donald Trump won the election. Words with venom, words that bind, words that fuck me up and cloud my mind. Donald Trump, no.
How did we turn this political again?
Yeah.
We didn't turn it political. You were talking about spoken word poetry and hipsters. So
we were talking about spoken word.
That is fair.
I don't get political. You know this. I just make fun of people.
I know. But yeah, so that's my experience with Van Camaro. I've seen Freeze pop 1,000 times.
They're awesome.
Cocked and Loaded is another really, really great band at Boston.
Hey, who's that band with that gnarly name from around here that you're friends with? That has that really gross album name that I love so much?
You talking about DBB? Can I say it?
Yeah, go ahead.
So my friend's
I'll take the hit
band,
if you get yelled at for this.
they are based out of Lowell and technically Nashua as well. They are a thrash metal band where a bulk of their content is based around movie clips.
Okay.
Like Happy Gilmore, like My Dad's the Man, stuff like that. Their band name is called Drive By Bukkake. And
Why
their
not?
albums
My favorite
and their
band ever.
titles are just as alarming. But they're the biggest sweethearts in the world.
Of course.
And their drummer
that's just how it
Greg is
works.
the voice of an angel and drums in a predator mask.
That's pretty awesome.
And that just makes him rule that much harder. By the way, speaking of Predator figures and Predator bands and Predator awesomeness, show that fucking Predator priest you bought, dude.
Is that what that is?
Yeah. That's the high priest. Oh, that figure is so fucking metal. I want that so bad.
I had
I don't
no
even collect
idea.
Predator. I don't
It
even.
looks like a stage prop to Ghost in 2006.
I need to, speaking of Ghost, I need to get that Popper Emirates figure that just came out from Super 7.
Also, fun fact, their album did not make my top 20 list of the year.
Really?
I'm not a fan of it. There's a lot I forgot. I forgot how much came out this year for music because I've been
A lot of
so
music.
wrapped up in work and Tiny One, and I forgot.
Everybody's
Like,
been cooped up, man. That's what happened.
dude, do you know the band King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard?
No.
Okay, they're an Australian jazz fusion metal band. They're all over.
I need a
things.
link immediately because I heard Australian jazz fusion metal. That just that sounds like someone gave me a steak, a hand job, and the best glass of scotch I ever had.
They released
Speaking of which,
5 full-length records this year.
Okay, hold on. Hold that thought. Now that I said that,
5.
put your booze in a filter. I've heard that's a thing now.
Yeah, that is a thing. I tried it.
Does it work?
Yes, it gets. I tried it with what was it? Tito's.
What?
Put it through a Brita filter.
Yeah.
If you put liquor through a Brita filter or a pure filter,
Yeah.
it gets rid of all of the burn. Like Tito's literally became tap water.
Is it still alcoholic at that point?
Yeah, it still has the alcohol. Like I was feeling it, but it literally just felt like I was taking shots of fucking Aquafina.
You learn so much on this show. We should charge for this shit. This is unbelievable.
Man, hey, listen, we're taking it to OnlyFans.
They tell you.
Well,
Jaron, I see you talking shit about the new Slipknot record, and I will fight you behind the Denny's.
Jaron.
So that's my boy Josh. Josh
Oh, is
and
that Mayhem Fest?
Exactly.
Okay.
I heard that story.
If he doesn't like the album, I am concerned about the album because he's the one like Slipknot, Rob Zombie, like he holds them in like super high regard. So I'm gonna listen to the album now. I'm more intrigued knowing that he doesn't like it. Don't get me wrong, I take your word for it that it's awesome. But if he doesn't like it, I'm like, oh shit, there's something to it. And I gotta hear it.
I do not know if it works with whiskey. I would assume so.
It just tastes like soda afterwards, like Coca-Cola.
Basically, yeah. But to go back to music for a minute, because that's my only personality trait at this point in life.
And Power Wash Simulator.
Dude, I played it last night.
There you go.
I did the skate park again.
Hell
And
yeah.
it was great. It was great. It was 2 hours of therapy. It was fantastic. Did you see what is the new metal version of When We Were Young Fest?
No.
Sick New World Fest.
Okay. What do you
So
got?
it's at the same place as When We Were Young in Vegas.
Okay.
It's already
Wait.
sold out.
Wait. Did that show actually happen?
Yes. So the first night of the 2 weekends, the first one on Saturday got canceled because of like insanely high winds in Vegas.
Oh, right.
The second night happened, no problem, and then the next weekend, not a single problem. And I know a ton of people that were actually there. It went very, very well.
Wow.
It was just expensive as hell to get out there.
Yes.
But the people that were there for the first day got completely screwed out of everything. So all of the bands were scrambling. Like if you went onto like that band, like that festival's Twitter or Instagram page, you saw like Knocked Loose, Bring Me the Horizon, and like Red Jumpsuit. All were literally they were doing a free show on Fremont Street.
God, Red Jumpsuit
Because they were just
was
like,
there?
oh, dude, everyone was there. And then
Yeah.
this year's lineup for it, they announced the lineup for next year's before this year's even happened, and it's already sold out.
God. So what's the one that you're talking about? The one sick.
So this Sick New World. So this is I want to go so badly, but it's already sold out. So headlining, we have System of a Down, Korn, and the Deftones,
You just gave Josh a boner over there at home.
along with Incubus, Evanescence, Turnstile, Chevelle, Papa Roach,
Bonerbreaker. That's his
Death
new name
Grips.
is Bonerbreaker.
Death Grips, Flyleaf with Lacey Strum, she's coming
Wow.
back, Mr. Bungle with Mike Patton, Billy's musical boyfriend, Vil Vallo from Him, Placebo,
Vil Vallo.
100 Gex, Ministry, Skinny Puppy, Coal Chamber is reuniting.
Wow.
Yep. KMFDM, Killing Joke,
who's
Spirit
funding
Hawks.
this? That's getting all these people to
Dude,
sign up
who
to
has
go.
all this money? Did Crypto Bros pull out at the right time or something like that? Because most of them right now are crying and bitching that FTX is going under.
Yeah. That's only half the lineup so far.
Yeah,
Flyleaf.
Flyleaf. Oh my god.
Spirit Box is there, and they just announced a headline tour. Their first headline tour, actually, with After the Burial and
Spirit
Intervals. I love Spirit Box. I mean, their vocalist Courtney was originally with
She's a
I
babe,
Wrestled the
too.
Bear once.
Yeah, she's a babe, dude. Hey, by the way, fun story. If you look on the wall in the office here, the wall that everybody signs, there's a signature from a kid named Tyler Jesse, and he wrote on the wall, "I wrestled a bear once in a GTR."
Love that.
I saw that.
Actually, how I found out about I wrestled a bear once was
I've never signed your wall.
Well, yeah, you can
Neither
come
have
sign
I.
the wall. Well, please, I encourage you to both sign it.
Of all the people, the two
I'm
of us have not signed your wall.
I'm gonna start a new wall, I think, because this one's now covered in like art and gifts and beautiful art that people have given me, like just wonderful things. You know,
Yeah.
and it's I need my next house. We decided, Rebecca and I were talking, if we have like one of those things as you walk down, like a kind of like that break off to go downstairs,
Yeah.
we're gonna have everybody sign that. That's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
So I love that. Flyleaf is not far right Christian. I think they're Christian.
Yes, they are.
Far right.
Yes, the song "I'm Sick" is literally an indoctrination song. If you look at the lyrics.
There you go.
Oh shit! All right, that just changed my opinion on Flyleaf. Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Up and away. See you guys.
Yeah. So Spirit Box, Kitty is back on after reuniting for
Wow.
Blue Ridge Rock Festival last summer. Soulfly, POD, Seven Dust,
Soulfly.
Alien
Wait,
Ant Farm.
Are we going back to the primitive with this one?
Back to
I love
Alien
Soulfly.
Ant Farm. Fever 333, which is interesting because Steve and Eric just left that band and it's now just Jason. Hoobastank.
Yes.
Hey, good Hoobastank story for you. Doug caught my shoe at a show in Providence once.
Hilarious.
And he handed me my shoe and then brought me on stage to sing Crawling in the Dark.
I've been crawling in the dark,
Yeah.
looking for the
answer.
I would be lying if I said I did not do the answer for a middle school talent show.
I love that.
I can
love
see
that.
Smalls holding his mic, and he's like, "Finally, I forget the lyrics, but...
Wearing a Slipknot shirt.
You're not.
And the
you're not
reason
wrong.
is you. Wait, hold on.
With me and my Harry Potter glasses.
Ready,
and
ready,
buzz
ready.
cut.
And this was Smalls. And the reason is you.
Did you just compare me to Puddle of Mud, you son of a bitch? We are fighting.
Okay.
Who else is on
Hey,
here?
hey,
Filter,
by the way, how do we
Lacuna
divide up the
Coil.
kids? I'll take Dan, you take Jay. Deal?
Deal. Filter, Lacuna Coil.
Wait. Did you say filter?
Filter.
Hey, I need you to do me a favor. Can you take my picture? Because I won't
Shut
remember.
up. I hate you so much sometimes.
Hey, listen, one more thing I need you to do for me since you're already doing that. Can you set me free because heaven's a lie? 2 boos!
Laguna Coil, Melvin's,
Awesome.
stabbing westward.
Oh.
Cold.
You know,
Cold
I
is
can't
that.
even save myself from this show. I gotta go.
Cradle of Filth, Body
Fuck!
Count,
Fuck!
Orgy,
Fuck! This
My
gets
Life with
better.
the Thrill Kill Cult, Loathe,
What?
Super Heaven, Fiddlehead, Scowl.
Damn.
Did they just take so this
They
concert?
went into Hot Topic in 2004
I was gonna
and
say,
said, "Make this a
Time
festival."
Machine, baby. Time
they
Machine.
went in Time Machine, went to Fused TV in person, and just kidnapped everybody, put them in cryostasis, and then brought them back for the show. That's what it sounds like.
Yes. And then the When We Were Young Fest of next year, the first one was cool. Like it had a couple of bands that I was really into, like MCR, Paramore, A Day to Remember.
Yeah.
This new one is like my shit. I still listen to this stuff. Green Day, Blink-182, 30 Seconds to Mars, The Offspring,
Wow.
Good Charlotte, 5 Seconds of Summer, don't care. All Time Low, Pierce the Veil, Thrice, Rise Against, Something Corporate, Motion City Soundtrack, Gym Class Heroes, Yellow Card, MXPX, The Academy Is, Say Anything, Bowling for Soup, Less Than Jake, Finch, Sum 41, Water Parks, Turnover, Goldfinger, Simple Plan, Joyce Manor, The Ataris, The Plain White Tees, Citizen, Newfound Glory, and Zebrahead, No Pressure, and Tiger's Jaw. And Lit.
That's wild.
Hey there, Delilah. Holy shit.
Yeah. That's wild. I mean, half these bands, probably like 95% of these bands, don't exist as a band anymore, and yet they somehow got them all to come back together for this show.
Oh, no, I mean, they all still do. Sum 41 is still around. Rise Against, I just shot last
Really?
March.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
They were on tour for Nowhere Generation. I shot them with Pennywise and Stick to Your Guns.
Jeez.
Damn, that's
Pennywise, straight out of Tony Hawk 2 soundtrack right there.
And then
Very
I got
funny.
drunk with Pennywise at the bar across the street afterwards.
Love that. Again.
Did they take you from the East Coast to the West Coast, and before they left, did they tell you they gotta go?
They did, but they also told me to say fuck authority.
Did they tell you the true sounds of the revolution?
They did. And they also said, whoa.
Hey, here's a good one for you guys. Do you remember when the X Games had a soundtrack?
Yeah.
And it came in like a green CD case, and it was like plastic.
That part I remember, but I remember there was a soundtrack and the video game too.
And they were on there with Public Enemy, and
Yep.
Public Enemy had Welcome to the Terror Dome, and Gotta Go was on there.
Mhm.
Like that was like one of my first inklings of punk rock, and it was one of the greatest times in my life. Disc Diggers and Somerville, rest in peace.
Do you want to hear something that's even an older throwback than the X Games soundtrack?
Absolutely.
What was it? I think it was my 13th birthday. It was right when Tony Hawk's Underground 1 was coming out.
Wow, you're young, baby.
Shut up.
Yeah, I know.
Me and Steve are old fucking men. Steve's what, 38? I'm 40.
I'm 32. Leave me alone.
Pretty young, dude.
Yeah.
I
You
don't
outed
feel it.
yourself with Tony Hawk Underground when I was 13.
I was in middle school. Whatever.
Yeah.
But my mother, God love that woman,
Oh,
bought
shit,
me
I found it.
tickets with a meet and greet to Tony Hawk's Boom Boom Huck Jam.
Holy shit!
Wow.
At the Garden. I got to meet Dave Mira and Tony Hawk that day.
Wow.
Okay, so
And
I
Bucky
found.
Lassick.
Wow.
And it was great.
Oh, that's great.
Damn.
That's dope.
So I found that soundtrack we were talking about. So here are some of the bands on it: Fishbone's on there, Wu-Tang Clan's on there, the Funk Junkies, Vibra Lush, Psycho, Public Enemy, Sublime, Goldfinger, Sugar Ray, Bush. Man, Prodigy's on there, Dog Eat Dog and the RZA, Psycho Realm and Be Real, Civ, Helmet. This and I've got pictures of this soundtrack. Like, it was this funky plastic, and it's like $9 on eBay, and I'm like really tempted to just buy it just to have it because it's such a good memory.
You do like eBay.
Like, you should take my eBay account away. You really should. But it's really cool. Like, it's something special. And yeah, I do like eBay because you can find all sorts of cool stuff like that.
Yeah.
Also, to both of you, genuine question. Do you want to come to Domington Park with me next June?
Why? What's going on at Domington Park?
The full lineup was just announced for Download Fest 2023.
Where is this place?
Domington Park, UK. It's in England.
Yeah.
I need to get a whatchamacallit.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Bring Me the Horizon, Limp Bizkit, Gojira, Fever, Sabaton, While She Sleeps, Behemoth, Motionless in White, Yellow Card, Basement, Zealand Ardor, Converge, Terror, Metallica, Ghost, Architects, Sum 41, Beartooth, one of my personal favorite bands, The Offspring, Placebo, Coheed and Cambria.
Wow.
Thrice, Story So Far, Knocked Loose, Billy Talent's also going to be there. State Champs, Carpenter Brut, My Chemical Romance, Evanescence, Don Bracco, Nightwish, Papa Roach, Arch Enemy, Turnstile, Cult of Luna, Cellosis.
God damn. All right, so you know what? As we wrap the show up, I think we need everybody to donate to a brand show and Nerd Affiliated, so we can actually have money to go to all these shows, because that sounds expensive as fuck.
OnlyFans.com/nerdbrand affiliated show.
Nerd brand affiliated Download Fest takeover.
Yeah, it's just feet pics only.
Listen, I'll give you guys a free look. Here's Iron Man's butt.
Or subscribe to my Only Hams for Honey Glazed Sundays.
There we go.
Honey glazed Sundays are the best. It's a picture of Smalls holding a honey glazed ham.
I love that. Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. It's been an honor. Billy, plug away.
So you can find us at The Brand Show, twitch.tv/The Brand Show Live. We're back December 13th. Steve's going to be on that show, so please come by. Support HeyArcher. Make sure 8:15-ish every Thursday. YouTube.com/Nerd Affiliated. You can follow me on Instagram at Billy Nichols Brand. You can see it right there. Right there. There it is. You can find us over on TikTok at A Bunch of Nerds. You can find Smalls literally everywhere at Chris Small Brand. Book him, please, as a photographer for anything. Your bar mitzvahs, your bris, your Christmas party, your con.
No, I don't. Don't book me for your bris. How dare you?
Listen, nobody wants you to take a picture of the baby's dick. They just want you to take family pictures.
You gotta do the dirty job.
Hey, sometimes dirty jobs need to be done, man, because you get paid for them.
Hell yeah, Mike Rose. Shout out
me,
to
I've
you.
done them. He's actually a cool dude. I've met him.
That's what I've heard. Yeah. Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. It's been an honor. As Billy said, HeyArcher Live every Thursday, 8:15-ish p.m. here on Nerd Affiliated. Make sure you check these gents out at A Bunch of Nerds on Twitch, on YouTube, TikTok, everywhere. Everywhere you find your entertainment, that's where they are.
ChristianMingle.com even.
There you go.
You can check him out on ChristianMingle.com. You can find me. Well, not there.
You can find him on Farmers Only.
I was about to say Farmers Only.
No, not. What are you talking about, Farmers Only? I'm apparently, per my Instagram algorithm, I'm on Feet Finder.
There you go. Hey man. Now it's on all our stuff because you said it, and Google's listening to everybody.
Feet.
We will not be here next week because it's Thanksgiving. So hopefully all of you can enjoy some rest and relaxation from this exciting show. I know I will. Like, comment, subscribe, support your boy, support the movement, and we'll talk to
your boy.
Support your
Yeah.
boys
And
in the
remember,
next.
we're all thankful for you guys. Thank you for supporting all of us. We appreciate you.
I was gonna say, just remember to drink your milk and respect your mom, but that too. And we'll talk to all you nerds in the next video. Peace.
Everyone,
We're out of
click all
here.
the things.
Click all the things.
And Too Sweet me on the way out the door.
Sweet.
Amen.
Huh? What?